What do you got next?
Politics.
Okay.
It's Latin for many.
Tick.
Now suck your blood. Now suck
Politics.
your blood.
In the last few years, we've gotten very used to the especially during the Trump presidency, this idea of fake news, right? The news media misquoting, mischaracterizing, putting things out of context, and
baby, he invented it,
making Trump look like he said something he didn't say or whatever. Well, you got to pay attention to the opposite direction of the aisle as well, and it happens both ways. You know, it's not like it's a unanimous thing with one party over another. This is Summit.news, and the headline here: video, Dem rep says, quote, "We gotta kill," end quote, MAGA, and then quote, "extremists."
So he didn't say that then, because the headline very specifically adds in the MAGA part themselves.
They add the MAGA themselves. And I'll read a little bit and then I'll play the clip. Appearing on MSNBC, Tim Ryan. Okay, let me start over. Democratic Congressman Tim Ryan sparked controversy on Tuesday by referring to so-called MAGA Republicans and declaring, "We've got to kill and confront that movement." That is the accurate quote there, but I'll play the clip too. Appearing on MSNBC, Ryan stated that America needs to, quote, "move out of this age of stupidity and into, quote, the age of reconciliation and reform." And here, I'll just play the clip so you guys can hear it for yourselves.
The Democrats aren't right on everything, and I'm willing to sit down and have conversations about how we can move out of this age of stupidity and into an age of reconciliation and reform. How do we fix all of these broken systems? Some of those answers will come from Republicans, not the extremists that we're dealing with every single day. We've got to kill and confront that movement. But working with normal mainstream Republicans, I think that's going to be really, really important, because we have to reform these systems. And I will tell them too, like, we got to get the government out of our business. I'm all in on that.
So very interesting, right? To say, like, his position. Well, first off, let me just tackle that thing. He did clearly say that he needs to, that we need to kill the movement. So he's not saying that he needs to actually kill these people, which is what people think and they get triggered by when they see headlines like this.
Yeah, so he's getting the Trump treatment, is what it is.
Right, from the other side of the aisle.
Even just today, everybody's freaking out. Trump said on a podcast, if he gets, indicted or whatever,
it's bad.
They're going to have big problems,
Right,
and everybody's like, the Vanity Fair headline was literally, "Trump all but says another January 6th will happen if he gets indicted." He's like, big problems. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. He's getting the Trump treatment.
He's getting the Trump treatment from the other side of the aisle. However, I do think it's weird because here is a Democrat, Tim Ryan, saying, at least in the quote anyway, "I'm all for lower government, like less government.
Yeah,
I'm down with that." And it's like, shouldn't, if you're really truly kind of independent minded, you would be like, okay, sure, yeah, let's talk about that, because it wouldn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican if you are a politician who is suggesting less government, good for country. So
you mean the media should have mentioned it? You mean
the media should mention? Yeah, they should mention it. But I'm saying that those from like a Republican perspective, right-wing conservative perspective, that should be more celebrated. Not this guy said he wants to kill extremists and do the straw man thing.
A Democrat advocating for small government and here's the problem: it's too reconciliatory.
He just said, I was talking about age of reconciliation, and I'm sure everyone on either side, or the majority anyway, are like, no reconciliation.
Right. So what this is, obviously, is this right-wing outlet trying to distract from the fact that a Democrat said we need smaller government, because that is a danger, especially coming up in the midterms, where the mainstream Republicans he's talking about, don't like Trump, but they're going to vote Republican because they want smaller government and your basic Republican values.
Yeah, this is also
a Democrat.
Sorry, finish your thought.
But yeah, just a Democrat saying smaller government may pull some of those, on the fence Republicans to vote Democrat. And I think this is a distraction. So people ignore the part about small government and just focus on him talking about killing MAGA people.
Right. Or killing the movement, which is being reported.
Well, I mean, even from I'm just going from the headline, we're talking the media analysis here. They changed the headline, they changed the quote or misrepresented the quote to make it sound like this moderate Democrat with some Republican values. They're trying to make him seem like a crazy Antifa, squad guy,
right?
That needs to be taken out or whatever.
And I think this is very indicative of the pendulum starting to swing the other way. And every time the pendulum swings extreme in one direction, you're going to get a bunch of people really dig their heels into that side. And then when the political sort of shift happens, you got a bunch of people that are left defending a party that they no longer agree with, but they're so dug in deep with it that they have to defend the party. And that's when you get a lot of irrational kind of stuff happening.
Well,
so
I was thinking this is indicative of the pendulum swing because he's following the polling. The polling post-pandemic, even moderate Democrats are saying, yeah, we need to back off. The government needs to back off a little bit. And so when you have the politicians following the polling, that's when yes, the sentiment is starting to lean right a bit.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. It's just an example here of how to consume the news because it is very easy to just get real riled up about stuff like this.
Yeah, well, and conservatives need to recognize and be on the lookout for that as well. As much as we make fun of CNN and other outlets misrepresenting quotes or whatever, conservatives need to keep an eye out for when conservative outlets are doing the same. It's just media literacy, which is a big part of the show.
Yeah, so, the mind control is strong.
Mind control weapons.